Wednesday, January 31st, 2024, evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I'm your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AI-generated News Digest Daily Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Dead fox in Taneytown tests positive for rabies. Millie Alcock considered for Supergirl role by James Gunn. 19 spiral galaxies captured on smallest scales ever. NYC restaurant workers and diners seek tipping change. Government warns against travel to certain European countries. Angela's family selling Orioles, according to MLB rumors. Microsoft's profit increases due to AI and cloud computing, and much more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
January 31st in history. January 31st, 314, Pope Sylvester I is consecrated as successor to the late Pope Miltiades. January 31st, 1900, Datu Muhammad Saleh is killed in Kampung Tebo, Tambunan, ending the Mat Saleh rebellion.
Today's obituaries. Anil Babar is a 74-year-old Indian politician and member of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. He passed away on January 31st, 2024, due to pneumonia. Anil Babar had been serving as an MLA since 2019. Anatoly Drizhenko, 82, Ukrainian actor known for his role in the film 2 in 1. Abul Hashem Khan is a Bangladeshi politician who served as a Member of Parliament from 2021 to 2024. He was elected unopposed in a by-election following the passing of Abdul Matin Khosrow. Sadly, Khan passed away on January 31st, 2024, at the age of 68. Mario Levy was a Turkish writer known for his focus on modern Turkish literature. He published numerous books, including novels and short stories, and also worked as a teacher, journalist, and copywriter. Levi's fiction challenged myths surrounding Turkish benevolence during the Holocaust and the Armenian genocide. He passed away at the age of 66 in January 2024. Victor Pinales, 59, Dominican actor. Heinz Zimmert. Brief Wikipedia summary. Heinz Zimmert, a former German footballer who played for clubs such as 1, FC Köln, Rot-Weiss Essen and Borussia Neunkirchen, has passed away at the age of 79. Zimmert had an extensive career, making 419 appearances and scoring 55 goals in the Bundesliga. He won several honours, including the Bundesliga title and DFB Pokal trophies. Flip Voets, 74, Belgian journalist. Georgi Barko. Brief Wikipedia summary. Georgi Barko, a Hungarian actor known for his roles in films such as The Whitman Boys and Mum and Other Loonies in the Family, has passed away at the age of 92. He was born in Romania but settled in Hungary and was a member of the Cluj-Napoca State Hungarian Theatre for many years. Achim Benning was a German actor and theatre director. He recently passed away at the age of 89. From 1976 to 1986, he served as the director of the Burgtheater in Vienna. Following that, he held the position of director at the Schauspielhaus Zurich from 1989 to 1992.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
Walmart announces 3-for-1 stock split as shares hover below all-time high. CNBC.
Walmart has announced a 3-for-1 stock split with the additional shares payable to shareholders on February 23rd. The split is aimed at allowing more employees to buy into its stock purchase plan. Walmart shares have risen about 5% this year, and the company plans to report earnings for the holiday quarter next month.
Angeles family reportedly selling Orioles. MLB trade rumors.
The Angeles family plans to sell the Baltimore Orioles to a group led by private equity billionaires David Rubenstein and Mike Arrighetti. The deal, subject to league approval, is reportedly for $1.725 billion. Rubenstein will initially acquire 40% of the ownership stake, with the remainder being transferred after the passing of longtime owner Peter Angelos. The sale could have significant implications for the future of the franchise and its fans.
Business news.
Microsoft profits soared 33% on AI and cloud computing investments, according to ABC News.
Microsoft reported a 33% increase in profit for the October-December quarter, driven by its investments in artificial intelligence, AI technology. The growth was largely attributed to the company's cloud computing unit, where Microsoft focuses most of its AI investments. The company's net income for the quarter was $21.87 billion, beating Wall Street expectations. Analysts believe that Microsoft's AI technology could help expand its share of digital advertising, but competition from Google is expected to remain strong. Microsoft's cloud-focused business segment saw a 20% increase in revenue, while its personal computing business, including Xbox, grew 19% with the addition of Activision Blizzard.
NYC restaurant workers, diners hungry for new rule that would change how customers tip. New York Post.
A survey conducted by the New York City Hospitality Alliance has revealed that 95% of restaurant owners in the city oppose plans to eliminate the tip credit system that allows them to pay waitstaff less than the minimum wage. The survey also found that 97% of restaurants were concerned about changing the system to a flat $16 per hour wage. However, many workers argue that a flat wage would provide them with more stability.
Science news.
See the 19 spiral galaxies NASA captured on the smallest scales ever observed past the Milky Way. CBS News.
NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has captured stunning images of 19 spiral galaxies, revealing stars, gas, and dust on the smallest scales ever observed beyond the Milky Way. The images are being analyzed to understand the origins of these galaxies, and have also led to the release of the largest catalog ever of roughly 100,000 star clusters. The images showcase the beauty and complexity of these galaxies, including features such as glowing dust, developing stars, exploding stars, and supermassive black holes. Researchers are excited about the unprecedented level of detail and the insights it provides into the star formation cycle.
NASA's Hubble Space Telescope finds water vapor in exoplanet. Hindustan Times.
Astronomers using NASA's Hubble Space Telescope have discovered water vapor on a small exoplanet called GJ 9827d, which is about twice the size of Earth. This is a groundbreaking finding because it suggests that planets with water-rich atmospheres can exist around other stars. The researchers are unsure whether the planet's atmosphere is primarily composed of water, or if there is only a small amount of water vapor in a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. The planet is extremely hot, with temperatures reaching 800 degrees Fahrenheit.
Scientists have made a peculiar discovery of virus-like structures known as obelisks in the human gut and mouth. This intriguing finding was reported by Engadget.
Scientists have discovered previously unknown virus-like structures called obelisks in the human gut and mouth. These structures are smaller and simpler than viruses and are classified as viroids. It is still unclear what their purpose is, but researchers believe they may influence gene activity within the human microbiome. The obelisks have been found in both gut and mouth bacteria, with the gut-based structures showing a distinctive RNA sequence. Further study is needed to understand the role and significance of these obelisks.
People born on this day.
Camille Henry. Here's a recap of their Wikipedia page. Camille Henry was a Canadian ice hockey player and coach who played in the NHL for the New York Rangers, Chicago Blackhawks, and St. Louis Blues. He won the Calder Trophy and Lady Byng Trophy during his career. After retiring, he coached in various leagues and eventually faced financial struggles.
January 31st, 1974, Ariel Pastano, Cuban baseball player.
January 31st, 1941. Jessica Walter, American actress, died 2021.
Health news.
Study. High school students who use alcohol, cannabis, or nicotine are at a higher risk for mental health disorders. What parents should know. Yahoo Life.
A new study by researchers at Massachusetts General Hospital and the University of Minnesota found that high school students who used alcohol, cannabis, or nicotine were more likely to have symptoms of mental health disorders, including suicidal thoughts. The study also found that even low levels of substance use were associated with increased psychiatric symptoms. Experts suggest that parents should start discussing substance abuse with their children at an early age and take any expressions of suicidal thoughts seriously.
Health Department, Wausau area's levels of norovirus are among highest in the country. WSAW.
The Marathon County Health Department in Wisconsin is issuing a public warning regarding elevated levels of norovirus in the Wausau area. According to data from Wastewater Scan, there has been a rise in norovirus levels since mid-December. Norovirus is a highly contagious virus that leads to vomiting and diarrhea. The health department recommends practicing regular hand washing and suggests that employers send home employees displaying symptoms. While there is no specific treatment for norovirus, most individuals typically recover within a few days. If you have recently dined at a restaurant in Marathon County and are experiencing symptoms, it is strongly advised that you contact the health department.
Dead fox found in Taneytown tests positive for rabies. WBAL-TV, Baltimore.
Carroll County health officials have issued a warning after a fox found dead in a Taneytown neighborhood tested positive for rabies. They are concerned that people or pets may have been exposed to the disease and are urging those who may have been exposed to contact the health department for a risk assessment. The health department will also be hosting rabies vaccination clinics in April and September.
Entertainment news.
Supergirl, House of the Dragon's Millie Alcock was first person James Gunn brought up for DC role. Deadline.
The article discusses the recent casting of Millie Alcock as Supergirl in the DC universe. James Gunn, the co-boss of DC, expressed his excitement about the casting and revealed that he had recommended Alcock for the role over a year ago. Alcock beat out other actresses for the role and will appear in a DC project before starring in her own Supergirl movie. The article also mentions that Gunn's second DC-directed feature, Superman Legacy, will begin filming in March.
You know what really grinds my gears, folks? These darn headlines. I mean, who even comes up with this stuff? It's like they're playing Mad Libs with our lives. Let's dive into a few of these historical events and headlines, shall we? First up, we got a dead fox in Taneytown testing positive for rabies. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't realize that the fox community had its own healthcare system. I can just imagine a little fox doctor in a white coat holding a tiny stethoscope and saying, "Yep, this one's definitely got rabies." I mean, come on, can't foxes catch a break? And speaking of breaks, apparently Millie Alcock is being considered for the Supergirl role by James Gunn. Now, I don't know who Millie Alcock is, but one thing's for sure. She must be one super actress if she's being considered for such an iconic role. But let's be real here, folks. Aren't we all tired of the same old superhero movies? Give me a nice romantic comedy any day. Now let's talk about spiral galaxies. Wow, what a mind-boggling discovery. Apparently, scientists have captured 19 spiral galaxies on the smallest scales ever. And here I thought my phone's camera was impressive. I mean, they probably had to use some sort of super telescope to even spot these tiny galaxies. It's pretty amazing what technology can do these days, isn't it? But you know what really needs an upgrade? The tipping system in NYC restaurants. I mean, why do we rely on customers to pay the workers' wages? It's like we're living in a backwards world where great service depends on how much money you leave on the table. It's about time we change the system and give the hard-working restaurant workers the respect and fair wages they deserve. Now, speaking of change, the government is warning against travel to certain European countries. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. I could have told you that. I mean, have you seen the prices of flights these days? It's like they're trying to rob us blind. And don't get me started on the nightmare that is airport security. I'd rather spend my vacation in my own backyard, thank you very much. Last but not least, the Angeles family is rumored to be selling the Orioles. Now, I'm not a sports globe, but let me tell you, folks, this news is earth-shattering. It's like a baseball apocalypse. What's next? The Yankees deciding to become a knitting club? The Red Sox trading their bats for gardening tools? I mean, come on, let's stick to the game. Quit messing with our beloved pastime. And finally, we have Microsoft's profit increasing due to AI and cloud computing. Well, isn't that just dandy? Our future is looking brighter already, just what we need. More machines taking over our jobs. I can't wait for the day when my toaster starts bossing me around. Andy, you've had enough toast for today. Yeah, right. In conclusion, folks, these headlines and historical events can be downright ridiculous. From rabid foxes to tipping dilemmas, our world is a constant source of mind-boggling amusement. So let's take a moment to appreciate the absurdity and maybe, just maybe, find a reason to smile amidst it all. And that's all from me, Globey. Stay curious, my friends. Bye.
Now a couple of dad jokes for you.
Asterisk reversing the car. This takes me back. A dad washes his car with his son, but after a while the son says, "Why can't you just use a sponge?" Astronomers got tired watching the moon go around the Earth for 24 hours. They decided to call it a day.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intel report. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.